So I presume backing Srinivasan tonight on this debate will be Bimal Soni, Deputy President of the Rajasthan Cricket Association, and Atul Vasan. I'm told he takes that kind of a point of view. Boria Majumdar has no love lost for Mr. Srinivasan, sports historian and Times Now's expert. And Amit Nayak is lawyer for the petitioner of the Bihar Cricket Association. You heard that, Amit, you know what...
Cricket Association of Bihar.
The Cricket Association of Bihar. Is there a semantic or a greater...
No, they're different associations. Cricket Association of Bihar, which is the petitioner in this.
Okay, the Cricket Association of Bihar. First of all, why did the Cricket Association of Bihar come to the Bombay High Court?
Well, look...
to file a litigation in this case. So it doesn't add up, does it?
Arnab, firstly, this is a PIL that is filed with the petitioner, Cricket Association of Bihar.
Yeah.
There is a larger issue of cricket and the issue of cricket.
Now, what's the politics there? Is Lalu trying to get into this because
let me
Cricket Association of Bihar is led by Lalu?
Let me tell you what the petition is about. And my client is the Cricket Association of Bihar.
Yeah.
So that's my answer. One.
Yeah.
Two, this is a petition in public interest where it deals with the larger issue of cricketing and what has become of cricketing. That's second. Third, we raised two principal issues. Okay. One is the issue of conflict of interest, but more importantly, what we argued in court, while we raised several issues, what Dr. Tuzapurkar argued in court is primarily that when this probe panel came to be constituted on 28th, respondent number 2, that is Srinivasan, was at the helm of affairs.
Yeah.
He steps aside only on 2nd of June.
So you were making a moral point?
No, we weren't. We were saying that the constitution was wrong, and of course it's a larger public interest.
You've lost the case in court.
Absolutely incorrect.
You've lost the case in court. You know what Srinivasan says? He says the writ has been dismissed.
No, absolutely not.
No. The writ has been dismissed. So
let me clarify this very clearly. There are three observations that the court has given. First, on maintainability, which is the issue that the respondents raised on locus, the court said that the petition filed by the petitioners is maintainable and the respondents' contention is set aside. Second, what the court said is that the judgment passed, which was the same issue that ultimately this is, because one of the arguments that they made is this is a domestic issue, not about international cricket, not about cricket. That was also negated because they said in Lalit Modi's case, passed by this court, which was Justice Chandrachud's judgment in the Bombay High Court, the same issues are there, and therefore that judgment was not.
Why was the writ dismissed? Just quickly, let's go to the other. Why was the writ dismissed?
Let's be clear that
why was the writ
not dismissed? In fact, what has been held in this writ petition,
the Bombay High Court has dismissed the writ, but made observations about the probe panel being unconstitutional and illegal.
I think therefore, some context, Arnab,
would it be correct to say Srinivasan can go for the 2nd August meeting?
Right.
But it may not be a moral thing for him to do. But he has the right to go for that.
If you just permit me half a second, yes. I'll tell you the prayers in the writ. The first prayer that we are asked in the writ is that the constitution was bad, correct? The second prayer was that you constitute a fresh panel. That prayer has not been allowed. Other interim prayers that we asked were to hold that the franchise agreements were bad. Now, we had not even pressed for those prayers during the hearing of the petition, though they formed part of the petition. So ultimately,
BCCI and Srinivasan in their reply affidavits to you say your petition is motivated and with personal interest.
But
which interest are you representing?
That stand has been negated because the petition has been held to be maintainable.
Is this a desperate attempt? Is this a desperate attempt? Are you representing the anti-Srinivasan lobby in court? Are you representing the anti-Srinivasan? Allow me to complete. Are you representing the anti-Srinivasan lobby in court? A lobby which is now once again been hurt by the fact that the BCCI internal panel is giving Mr. Srinivasan a clean chit, and unless legally held back by people like you, unless you find some legal recourse, Mr. Srinivasan is going to come back.
And that's the answer. We are cricket lovers.
And Mr. Srinivasan is not.
Well, that's for the people to decide.
Let's take the other side. Bimal Soni, this backdoor entry for Srinivasan. No, one sec, Mr. Soni. The backdoor entry for Srinivasan, which you people had planned, has now gone into some serious trouble, hasn't it?
No, I don't think so. But I don't know the clear order.
So you agree there was an attempt at a backdoor entry?
No, it's not a backdoor entry.
Of course it is.
What I'm saying is, where is it mentioned that he would be on the second meeting, he would be in the chair? It's not been mentioned yet.
No, that's not the question. The question is this entire country saw this whole, I don't even want to use the word tamasha, this spectacle. This nasty and dirty spectacle of fixing. This nasty and dirty spectacle of fixing was seen by the entire country. Then you constitute a panel. It's an internal panel appointed by you. You don't have any evidence.
No, I agree.
You don't have any evidence to clear Srinivasan, but you argue that because there is no evidence that we have got and because we have not applied our mind to anything, and hence let's give him a clean chit. That's essentially your argument.
No, that probe panel has given that. I respect the judges, but
No, on the basis of what?
It's not fair because
On the basis of what have they given a clean chit?
I agree. Well,
they were not able to show
nobody's
even to the court as to how, and that's the observation, as to how this probe panel under their own operational rules came to be constituted. Not a single minute of the meeting was shown. So how did they constitute this under their own operational rules of 2013? They were unable to demonstrate to the court as to what happened and how this committee probe panel came to be constituted under their own rules.
Yeah, so Mr. Soni, accept that this is an unconstitutional, illegal, unethical probe panel that you constituted. This probe panel is nothing but an eyewash.
There's a clear-cut IPL council has got certain powers where they've got a committee which constitutes the panel. If there is any deviation in the franchisee agreements, or if there is any...
Sir, you are telling me, I just have one question, and I'm going to Boria next. I have just one question. Right, what is going on, sir? You want to say that, there was nothing going on? We have nothing against Mayappan, we have nothing against Raj Kundra. Then please tell me on what basis, because I have a letter of the Mumbai police. I think it's time to show these letters out. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I have two letters. No, 1 minute, Mr. 1 minute. So, Mr. Soni, please, let's put the truth out. There are two letters, one letter by the BCCI to the Mumbai police, another by the Mumbai police to the BCCI. In the letter of the Mumbai police to the BCCI, the Mumbai police is asking the BCCI, please quote relevant provisions under which the investigation or any other officer from the investigation agency can be called before the probe commission. The Mumbai police is asking you, please tell me under what technicality we depose before you. The Mumbai police is saying that this panel is rubbish. We don't believe in this panel. And you say, you say, therefore there is no evidence, let's close the case. What's going on, Mr. Soni?
No.
Yes.
I am not talking about that. I am saying the panel has been wrongly constituted.
Exactly, so you admit it. Well, no, so watch it.
Arnab, I want to just read out something from the affidavit that
Mr. Amit Naik is saying something here.
I will tell you, and every word and sentence is important.
Yeah.
Ratnakar Shetty, game planner, files an affidavit, and see what he says.
Yeah, go on.
On the same day, on 20th May, I called up the members of the Governing Council of Indian Premier League, starting with Arun Jaitley, who suggested that the commission comprise of one member of the respondent and two independent members. I then called up the members of CG individually and informed them. Is this how a meeting gets constituted? This was done in terms of operational rules. How it was done was never stated. The respondent had no role to play. Respondent number 2, that is Srinivasan, had no role to play. Is this the answer? And names are suggested of the judges by legal advisors. Now, they were not what fell in the court.
Do you think the BCCI has been caught red-handed here? Atul Vasan, has the BCCI been caught red-handed here by the High Court, which in its judgment has crushed the validity of its probe panel? The High Court, not some anti-Srinivasan lobby.
A lot of technical jargon thrown at me. I'm not an expert at law, but I've got a good news and I've got bad news for you. Which one do you want first?
No, that thing is, it's all news for me, in case you didn't realize. I don't differentiate between news, good news or bad news.
As a former cricketer, I'm looking at it from a different perspective. The good news is that finally we've got a chance of actually getting to the bottom of the truth, whether there was involvement of people involved with the franchisees in betting. Leave us out fixing, But the other bad news is that this has opened up Pandora's box, and every move, every committee's decision will be questioned and writ petitions will be filed, from left, right and centre. So I think the issue here is that, we are looking at Mr. Srinivasan as an individual, but he represents a genre of board bigwigs who have been operating like this, and there are always ways around ways. So when the independent panel was not set up, this was what was going to come out, because nobody's got the patience for the courts to actually convict the guys, and then Mr. Srinivasan comes back, and this is how they operate. So I am
this is not how they are meant to operate.
I'm surprised that the court.
No. What kind of argument is that? This is how they operate.
I think it's very unfair.
This is a ridiculous argument.
Yeah, of course.
This is a ridiculous argument.
The court has given a very historic. The judges have.
I'm just telling you, because
1 minute. Atul, the lawyer for the petitioner, Amit feels you're being unfair here to the court.
The court has actually heard this matter in public interest. It has delivered a historic verdict. It has observed that as far as this constitution is concerned, under the own rules, BCCI were not able to show as to how it got constituted, where were the minutes and what was there. We need to see the details of the order. As your point on dismissal, I want to make one thing clear.
That's my point.
The BCCI Council today, Boria, just a minute. The BCCI Council today applied for stay of this order.
Why? Why?
So what does that mean?
Why is the BCCI nervous? Why is the BCCI
they have to take
nervous?
a decision of the court has not directed for a fresh panel.
Here's a fact. Well, I'm coming to you, Boria. The fact is,
give me a minute.
No, 1 minute, please. 1 minute, please, Atul. Let's be fair to the people of this country. The fact is, the people who know are the Mumbai police, not these two judges. With the greatest of respect, I have great respect to the judges, but they don't know. The fact is, the Mumbai police, which is investigating the allegations of corruption against Gurunath Mayappan, did not depose before the BCCI panel. And then, why did the BCCI panel give a clean chit?
I think we must appreciate what the judiciary has done in a matter like this, where no one has come out strong.
Absolutely. Well, the point is, don't try a smoke screen. Boria, your response, especially to Atul, who says, well, this is the way it is. This is the way it's worked.
Arnab, I've been hearing legal semantics. I've been hearing completely indefensible defense for the last, I don't think, more than 15 minutes. Give me 30 seconds. On the one hand is cricket. On the one hand is cricket lovers. On the one hand is judiciary. On the one hand is law. On the one hand is credibility. On the one hand is the statement, this is not cricket. And on the other hand is lust for power. Take your pick. The BCCI and the 30 members of the BCCI have taken their pick. It's the lust for power. Go around this country, see if the BCCI has any credibility left. Go around this country, see if Indian cricket has any credibility left. If you get one person, come and tell me. The problem is, I pity Indian cricket, trust me. I was there in that working committee meeting at the Taj Bengal, I was there. I saw BCCI members running away because we were asking them the questions. Even they know.
Yeah.
They are frustrated. They are disappointed. They know that it is unconstitutional, illegal, immoral, improper. It's a matter of impropriety.
But what got their tongue? What got their tongue? No, 1 second. If everybody knows, why? I ask a person, why do you think a person like Bimal Soni, who is on the news hour tonight, why do you think a person like Bimal Soni, who knows it is wrong according to you, does not have the courage to say it is wrong?
I'm asking you, Arnab, I'll ask a simple question of Bimal Soni. Please.
Go ahead.
Mr. Soni just said the panel is unconstitutional. He said it in a public debate. Why did his association not say the same thing in the Calcutta Working Committee or today before the 2nd August Working Committee? Today, believe me, 20 seconds. A very senior BCCI official tells me it has come to a state, and I quote, I will not give you the name. Now if we don't bind Mr. Srinivasan, bind and tie him up, he will say, to hoots with morality I will come. The board has gone to the dogs. I'm quoting a former BCCI, very senior functionary here.
1 second. I want Bimal Soni. Bimal Soni respond. Bimal Soni, if you think it's unconstitutional, why don't you have the courage to say so at the highest levels? Why is your association quiet when you go for the big meeting? Who is bullying you?
I'm not representing my state.
No, but who is bullying you? Somebody is bullying you. Name the person bullying you.
Somebody is.
Who is bullying you?
No,
Who is the bully?
Arnab, I am not representing my association in the managing committee. But I am sure that my association and my president has mentioned to the powers to be that whatever they have constituted has not been done in a legal framework.